If you're interested in information about selling a cannabis business, we have a free report which you can download by using the QR code that's on the screen right now. It's entitled Everything You Need to Know About Selling Your Cannabis Licensed Business. Again, you can get that report by using the QR code on the screen. My name is Barton Morris. I am the principal attorney at the Cannabis Legal Group. Today, I would like to talk about the buying and selling of cannabis businesses in Michigan. This is something that we do a lot. People call it mergers and acquisitions sometimes, as sometimes businesses will merge with each other, or businesses will acquire each other, or simply just the selling and buying of cannabis businesses. It's all pretty much the same, yet there's a number of issues that need to be addressed. And each one of them can be pretty complicated. So I think I'm going to discuss them one at a time. So this video, we're going to talk about deal structures. And then in the next video, we're going to talk about doing appropriate due diligence. We'll do another video about buying distressed businesses that perhaps aren't doing so well and it's necessary in order to avoid creditors, and so that's a really important thing. And then valuation, how to value a business, and there's a number of ways to do that. So those are going to be 4 different videos. The first one today is going to be about deal structuring. The importance of deal structuring is particularly interesting in the cannabis industry because of the fact that there are 2 levels of governmental regulation. We have the Marijuana Regulatory Agency, which is the state regulation, and then we also have the municipality. Each municipality gets to decide the rules under which that these businesses operate in their city. Of course, there's many cities that don't permit them at all, but the ones that do generally have rules as it relates to the transferability or the buying and selling of these businesses. So when it comes to the state, it's very clear. The Marijuana Regulatory Agency requires, and this is the agency, the regulatory agency by the state that provides the licenses that are necessary to operate a commercial marijuana business in Michigan. So if a marijuana business wishes to sell all or any portion of its business to another individual, the Marijuana Regulatory Agency requires their approval in order to do so. This is important because it very much has a lot to do with the structure of the purchase or the sale of the business. This is also true for the municipality. The municipality gets to decide the circumstances under which that they will permit the transferability of a license, the license that is issued by the municipality. Some municipalities say that you cannot transfer a license, meaning that you can't sell the license from one entity to another. So if I am company A and I have a license to sell marijuana at a dispensary, the municipality may say, well, I can't sell my license and my assets to company B. Municipalities, they will have their own rules as it relates to the transferability of a marijuana license. Municipalities often engage in a long, protracted, involved selection process, and that selection process often includes an investigation into the owners or the people that are running the dispensary or the marijuana business. And so when the municipality is confronted with a situation where that business wishes to sell to another business, now that work that they performed perhaps wasn't meaningful, as now it's going to go to another person or another group or another management company or to simply another business altogether. So the municipalities definitely have a say. The Marijuana Regulatory has a say, and therefore it's necessary to incorporate the appropriate deal structure. And there's 2 deal structures that are generally used when buying or selling a marijuana-related business. The first is an asset sale. The sale of the assets of the company. So if I have a marijuana business, company A, and company B wishes to basically buy my business and my license, I can simply sell as company A, I can sell and structure the transaction as selling all of my assets to company B. Those assets being the equipment of the business and the intellectual property of the business, and it could even be the real property of the business. That is not a transfer of the company itself. Instead, it's a transfer of the assets of the company. That is what's necessary, or what's permissible by many municipalities. As far as the MRA is concerned, the MRA has no problem with that as long as company B, the company that's acquiring the assets, is pre-qualified. And again, they are going to have to approve this transfer, particularly if obviously company B wants to have a license. And so an asset sale is very common. The second type of transfer is a stock sale or a membership interest sale. And that's basically where the people that are seeking to, or the individuals, or perhaps even the company that is seeking to acquire the license, they're actually acquiring the interest or the shares of that company A. So the company A will remain the same. They will remain the holder of the license, and company B, or the people that are interested in buying company A, will simply step into the place of those of the shareholders of company A. This is sometimes necessary because, again, this doesn't necessarily transfer the license from company A to company B. The license stays in the name of company A. And therefore, there is no transfer of the license. The municipality oftentimes, again, will restrict or forbid the transfer of the license, and so this then becomes necessary. This is also permitted by the Marijuana Regulatory Agency as long as prior approval is received. Usually, if it's like a limited liability corporation, which is what is the document that governs it, is called the operating agreement. The operating agreement will have to be amended to reflect this membership interest transfer. That operating agreement, the amended operating agreement with the interest transfer, is delivered to the MRA first. They approve it. Then it can be effectuated. And as it is effectuated, then automatically that company A, the membership changes, and now they are operating and running the marijuana business. The municipality may or may not have an issue with that. As I said, they may say you can't transfer a license from one company to another, but in that stock purchase or asset purchase, that membership interest purchase, there isn't a transfer. It stays with company A. So some municipalities they say, well, if there's any change in the license makeup and the company makeup that owns the license, then they want to bless that agreement or approve that agreement. Sometimes then it becomes necessary. You have to look at the rules in that particular jurisdiction. Sometimes it becomes necessary to keep a portion of that ownership structure in place in order to keep from having to violate those rules that by the municipality. So what that means is, let's say there's 4 people that own company A and they wish to sell it to 4 other people. Well, the municipality may say, well, you can't have a material or significant membership interest change. So then we perhaps could structure it such that maybe 2 of those people from company B come in and take over for 2 of those people in company A, and then maybe the other 2 people in company A are left as managers of the company or shareholders or members, and they remain there for the period of time necessary in order to effectuate the transfer. It could take much longer of a process, obviously. But this is oftentimes what is necessary in order to sell a business, a marijuana-related business. So it's necessary in order to figure out the best deal structure. It's necessary to understand primarily what is permitted by the municipality. What are their rules as it relates to transferability of a license? And then once you understand that, then you create a deal structure that is designed to be able to effectuate the parties' interests or the parties' desires in selling it from one business to another, while at the same time respecting and obliging the municipality's rules or ordinances, while at the same time getting the appropriate approval from the marijuana regulatory agency. Deal structuring is very important. That's why I spent some time talking about it. Certainly it's complicated, I get it, but that's why there's lawyers like us that can help figure out that situation. Again, it is important to consider a lot of things, particularly the municipality's ordinance as it relates to the transferability of licenses or the fact that they perhaps may not. There's still things that we can do. We can assist in interpreting those ordinances in order to effectuate the actual transfer or the sale of the license between one party and another. You can get more information at our website, cannabis-legalgroup.com, or just give us a call, and I'm happy to assist in the development of a strategy in order to effectuate that transfer. Thank you, as always, for watching.